Welcome to a very, very special edition on North Seed TV. My name is Ayokunle Ajishafe, and today I'll be having as my guest a woman of valor, a woman of character, an APC chieftain, and a former spokesperson of the Forum of Wives of Ondo-State official, FOWOSO, Honorable Funke Kumuyi. It's good to have you here, ma.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Let's talk about politics a little. I'm aware, and I'm sure you are also aware, that the timetable for the governorship election has been rolled out by the electoral body. What do you think is the preparation, especially from your own gender, towards this governorship election?
Thank you very much. About the upcoming election is well expected because all of us, we have been expecting the timetable to know the a schedule of things, the way things will go. And I want to assure you that the women in Ondo-State, we are very much ready because we have always been part of the game. It's just that when it is time to work, most of the times we've always been called upon to do that. And we have been discharging our duties regularly as women and as voters and as citizens of this state. So we've done so much and we will continue to do it, even when it comes to sharing opportunities, even if we are not always being reckoned with, but at least it's our right and it's our duty to ensure that we participate, and we are going to do our best in ensuring that due diligence is done.
I presume you are from the South Senatorial District, and from what I have heard, the next governor of Ondo-State from APC is supposed to come from the South. Should we expect a female candidate from APC? I know you are not APC's spokesperson, but you know, being a woman in politics, do you think we have a woman that can galvanize the women folks and also rally men around to gun for the governorship?
It's a possibility because we have been marginalized in the time past. We've been relegated to the background, and now we've come together, we've made ourselves an inseparable bond that when we come together, it is when we can achieve our purpose. So it's a possibility. But all I know that it's God that enthrones, and He's the one that has power to dethrone. So we are hopeful that such will be done. And if at all, if that is not actualized, because in every arrangement, when we are going for any objectives or any set goals, there must always be an alternative. If we cannot pick the governorship ticket, our expectation is that the deputy governor should be ceded to us, even if it is just to be given to us on a platter, without if it entails giving us preferential treatment on this, in ensuring that we grasp it, I think is a very good thing, and we are looking towards achieving that.
Honorable Kumuyi, now you made a statement, and I want to hold you by it. Are we saying we don't have women that are qualified? Because you said even if it's going to be preferential, I'm thinking that we should have women that are competent enough to say, okay, if you're not giving us the governorship, you can give us the deputy, and we are sure that we are going to actualize and deliver our goals. Are you saying that we don't have competent women that can deputize for the governor?
The fact that I said if it entails giving it to us on looking at it, giving it preferential, does not mean that we don't have competent people amongst us. Okay. There is no any status or any discipline or any career, any form of competence that you are looking for, that you won't find it amongst the female folk. We have engineers, we have lawyers, we have doctors. Just name any profession you are thinking of. We have it amongst us, but we are looking onto the leadership of the party, and for them to have the political will to do this. So that is why I am saying this time that we are ready, and by God's grace, the best out of us will emerge, and they will represent us well, and they are going to deliver to the expectations of the people.
Why are we not having more women coming out for other political positions, House of Rep, House of Assembly, Senate, even party leadership. We see more men active. What are our women folks doing to ensure that it also take the forefront? We should also be thinking of a female, if we don't have a female state chairman, we should have a female vice chairman, a secretary, for instance, a treasurer. We should not just regularly get it. So what are the efforts that are being put in place?
Thank you very much. You know, when we are talking about all these things, the trajectory, the antecedents of the past plays very significant roles. You know, women's psyche have been demented. Women have been coming out for political positions, but you look at it at the end of the day, how many of them have the opportunity to pick the ticket? They have always been muzzled out because, you know, we are running a patriarchal society before now, and
So
men are having that kind of
culture.
Men are having that kind of mentality, and you know, is a business that is dominated by men. So women are just coming. We are just trying to talk to women to change their mindset, to come on board, to ensure that they pick what rightfully belongs to them in politics. We are here when we are created, a male and female, even from creation. So, and we are expected to have equal opportunities and equal rights. But in politics, the reverse is the case. That's the reality. We are struggling and we are coming together. And that is why we have always been telling our women now that we should be supporting ourselves. It is when we come together and make ourselves an inseparable bond and look at ourselves that the progress of one does not stand in contention against whatever anything you are looking for or that you wish for. So as we are doing that, as we are coming together on that note, I am very sure we are close to that place where men will know that these women really they meant business. And you know, in this last election now, with the provision, with the constitutional provision, I mean the one within the party, which has outlined how elections should be run. And I mean the primary elections, especially when it comes to delegate election. At least the last one we did, out of 5, 2 were given to women, which is a laid down precedence, statutory number that should be allotted to women. And so by so doing, as we are bringing ourselves together, you get to know it that 2. If we are able to make a breakthrough in convincing our women that they should be supporting themselves. If we decided, okay, we look at a particular area, and when election is about to hold, we look at the most vibrant, the most sellable candidate, the female aspirant, then we endorse her as our own person. So before you know it, if the women around, they are very cooperative and decide to go for her, before you know it, that's how it will work. If we don't come together on that note, it may be difficult. But I'm very happy that the First Lady of this state, Excellency Arabinrin Beth Akeredolu, she is doing a very wonderful work on that note, because she is a feminist who believes in enhancing and promoting the lives of women and enhance them politically. She has done so much, we are really enjoying so much and enormous support from her. And I'm very sure by the time we continue on that trajectory, men will know that, yes, women on Ondo-State, they have come with a difference, and they will see the difference in us in grasping elective positions.
I want to also agree with you that women are the life givers and they are the source of creation. So I think it's high time that women start putting themselves in the faces of people to ensure that they get this kind of position. And let's see what stuffs women are made up of. Now, let's talk about the wife of the governor of Ondo-State, Arabinrin Betty Anyanwu Akeredolu. You mentioned the fact that she has been doing. Can you tell us a little about some of the things she has been doing? Let's play around her a little.
Thank you very much. She is a wonderful woman, a woman of vision, a woman of mission, and a woman who is discretionary. She has done so much in this state in enhancing the lives of the women. FOWOSO is a conglomerate of, is made up of women who have had appointed and elective positions. They come there together with Her Excellency. She is the one that conceived that initiative, that idea some years ago. Immediately they assumed the office of that First Lady. They have been working together in ensuring that women's life are bettered, women are not relegated to the background, in ensuring that women's life are enhanced. You know, in every part of the world, anywhere you see a significant development, go and check it. There are women there are developed. So this is the idea Her Excellency has, and she feels that women should be promoted, women should be liberated from poverty. So and this has been doing so much of wonders to the women. It has touched so many lives. It touched children, touched the widows, touched the underprivileged. So it's really doing a lot of work, and there are so many things which this forum has done, giving them skills acquisition, training. I cannot even continue to count from the day one they've started. Over 300 people were empowered by FOWOSO. Tools were given to them, working tools, and after they finished their training, some startup capital were given to them, and it was not as if they will give it to you and leave you like that. There is also a mechanism for monitoring, which they put in place in ensuring that after that they do a proper follow-up to ensure that those things that you have learned, that really you are really working on it. So it's a very great initiative which has really helped the socio-economic life of the women of Ondo-State. It has really developed them in no small measures. We are really appreciative to Her Excellency. We can't thank her enough. Because she has done so much to the women folk.
Now, I want to ask you like a million questions all at the same time, but thankful enough to you, you have been able to, you know, mention or find your way around some of them, because I wanted to ask for statistics, and you have just told us that about 300 have been empowered, and there are mechanisms to check and ensure that these things they have been empowered, the areas of their empowerment is being sustained.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the sustainability of FOWOSO. We have had several initiatives by past administrations. The wives of former governors came up with several ideas. I don't want to begin to mention them so that it will not look as if we are throwing banters. What are the things that are in place to ensure that this FOWOSO program continues after 2025 when Governor Rotimi Akeredolu leaves office? It's
not even only FOWOSO that we are going to talk about is sustainability, because anything Her Excellency does, she looks at the legacies that will be left behind. So when you look at FOWOSO, is a legacy product which is expected to outlive a regime, it should be transgenerational. So that she has been doing. We have been working on that, and that the start point is the building, the FOWOSO building, which we have just started building, and I'm very sure that very soon it will be delivered, so that anyone who has issues, even after she completes her office, if you have issues related to gender-based violence, maybe you are being victimized or you are being abused or anyhow, and you are hopeless, so you can easily go to that place to take refuge. Those are the legacies and the sustenance which we have put in place in ensuring that these things, it does not end in just an administration, and many other things we are doing to ensure that. I'm very sure that the FOWOSO program is not a kind of program that we die off after Mama leaves the office. It continues. I can assure you that.
Let's hope you are right. I'm also going to delve into other things that revolves around Her Excellency. But let's talk about your funding. How do you get funding for this program? Because I'm sure FOWOSO spends a lot, especially when you have your annual convention and conference that you people do.
You know, when you are doing something that is very fantastic and people love it, definitely they know that what she's doing is not doing it for to enrich her own purse. Is doing it to public good. And donors, illustrious sons and daughters of this state who see good in what she's doing, who knows the impact those programs are making in the life of women. People have been coming from all walks of life, even outside Ondo-State, to support that project because they know it's life impacting and it's life changing. So people know this, and this is the reason why donors have been coming from far and near to support it. It is not a government project. It is not it's a project of Her Excellency, out of a heart of passion, and to assist the poor, to bring people from the valley of nothingness to prominence. So, and people realize this, and then they know that it's a selfless thing. So that is why people are becoming to support her.
You made mention of something that people have been brought from oblivion or from poverty into wealth. Can you cite one or two examples, if I should put you on the spot?
I have explained some of these things. A person who does, a woman who does not have a life of her own, who if he wants to spend 1 naira, he would have to be running scatter before he gets it. And this woman was talked to, was orientated, and her mindset is changed. And having changed her mindset, they now brought her in. Okay, what do you think you can be doing? So she was empowered by giving her a training, giving her working tool, giving her startup capital. When does that kind of person start that kind of business? What can be more impacting than that? So that is it. It is a life-changing program. That is why I told you that. So, and people have seen it. People have seen the impact. They have seen the changes. And I can tell you that that is what it means.
Talking about Her Excellency Arabiri Betsy Anyanwu Akeredolu, she has another program for younger girls that is called Be More. Are you of the opinion, or do you think that Be More is also going to be able to transcend her space as the wife of the governor and then be able to still deliver the expectation that is meant to deliver?
Thank you very much. Be More is a very fantastic program. It has become a household name in Ondo-State, even beyond. It is known by let me just say by many. So, and with the kind of impact this particular program is making, the wave that the program is making, when you look at it, it is so enormous, and it's not a program that anyone can just trash. This particular one that you have just mentioned, Be More, when you look at it, the program is targeted at the young girls, changing their mindset, making them to know that being a woman does not stop you from achieving your best potentials. And this is what Be More is trying to do, trying to ingrain that mentality in them. You know, in life, what you learn, what you registered in your subconscious while growing up, once you have that in your cognition, to trash it or to erase it is always very difficult. So they are trying to ingrain the culture of can-do into those children. And when you see them, those girls, when you see the kind of what their makeup and what Be More is bringing out of them, you will know is a program that has come to stay. It's not a program that starts today or end tomorrow. Like now, Be More has trained almost 4,000 girls. Now, even plus the one that they did, this just concluded one, I'm very sure is even over 4,000. You can imagine that host of girls which their world has been changed, their mentality has been changed. The reason for bringing out this initiative by Her Excellency is because she has identified a kind of gap, a social gap that exists between the female and the male gender. So looking at this, so she felt that when you recruit all these girls when they are still young, it will have a far-reaching impact. So this is what she has been doing in the area of technology, in the area of IT, where we have where women are deficient. So these are the areas where they are trying to channel all these ladies to, and you will see that now there is no how you go through BMO training. When you come out, to fix solar, to fix solar, to do solar business, any multidimensional skills or knowledge that you need to have, which will change your life, which will impact your life, you would have been taught. You can never go to BMO and come out of BMO and remain the same, and the girl will remain the same girls with those ones on the street. Their life have been greatly impacted, and we are seeing that result in them.
Now, let me put you on the spot, on a hot seat very quickly before I move on into other things. There are rumors that the First Lady is making money from BMO, and that's why it's continuing. What's your take?
Far, far, far from the truth. That's it. You know, there is one thing I want you to know. When you are doing something boring, nobody will even look at you. But when you are doing something that is ruling the world, when you are doing something that has the tendency to change life, definitely you will have haters. I'm very sure, and I want to assure you that those statements are from haters who do not wish the people well. All I know is that anyone that tells you that, or you hear that from, is a hater. She's not making any money from it, and she's only trying to impart life and ensure that the life of these girls are better. No. Everybody who knows about it and who follow it duly will know what I'm saying.
Well, I won't agree or disagree. Everybody is open to their opinion. But I think you mentioned 4,000 girls have been trained, but we are yet to see them operating, for instance, solar girls, which is part of the BMO program. We are yet to see them fully operational and functional. What is holding them back? Is it funding or what? If
you have been opportune to have been attending BMO summits, then or BMO ceremony, if you see the kind of the ladies, the way they are coming out, many of them have started good businesses with the knowledge they have in BMO. Many of them, we've seen a number of them who have been receiving contracts, who have been taking contracts even from the government for installation of solars. So all those ones, anyone that says that does not know what BMO actually represents and what those people are doing. And another thing which I want you to know is that many of those who have the knowledge, many amongst them who have not really put it to practice, many of them, it's not that they've not even started practicing it. Many of them, even the one they were given to go home with, you can't be, if you are a BMO graduate, you will be the one to fix your own solar, the one you are given to take home. So, and if we have not seen a number of them now coming out to really work up to the people's expectation, you know, many of them are still in school. They are students. Okay. We have some of them who are in some BMO graduates who are in GSS class, some are in secondary school, some are in universities. But I know that knowledge which is already in them, nobody can take it from them, and they can never go stranded in any way.
So we can give kudos and credence to Her Excellency Arabinrin Betty
Definitely, yes.
Akeredolu for doing that good. Okay, before I let you go, let's talk about Breccan. Okay. Breccan, I think that's the Breast Cancer Awareness Initiative of Her Excellency. How is it going and how has it been impactful? Let's talk about women generally. Before I let you go.
Breccan is an initiative of Her Excellency which she has even established way back before she became the wife of
and that's why I'm asking it last.
Even by what we read from it, she has started about 25 years ago after she survived a breast cancer illness. Because of the kind of person she is, who has always been living a life of service, she felt that this experience is what is worthy of sharing to other women so that they won't fall victim. And if peradventure you have this, it's not a death sentence. So she decides to come up, even despite the social stigma attached to it, because we have situation of people, so many people who may have this type of ailment, which if they come and open up and tell people how to go about it, which they have such opportunity, but because of the stigma around it, people will know, people will look at me that she had this type of ailment before. So as a result of that, they will keep mute and keep it to themselves. But she did not do that. She came out and tried to liberate women, poor women, and women with no knowledge of such, so that can help them. So it has been in existence for long, but now that she is the first lady, she tries as much as possible to escalate it so that people will have that awareness. So, and she has done so many things in this regard by letting people know. She has been advocating for this so that women will know that all women are potential of breast cancer disease, so that you begin to check yourself regularly, so that one will not just die ignorantly. When it happens, immediately you see a lump, so that you can quickly go to hospital and do the necessary thing, so that such person can be properly diagnosed, and normal treatment plans can be administered on such person, so that it will not lead to a death sentence to such person.
We have heard it from Honorable Funke. Part of the programs by Her Excellency is to ensure that women don't end up with breast cancer. Before I let you go, finally, we started with women in politics, and I want to end on that note. What position should we look forward to you contesting for anytime the door opens for you?
That now?
Any moment the opportunity opens up.
It's good that I tell you a little thing about myself. I have been a serial contestant in my constituency. I've contested for House of Assembly there twice, but it's God that gives victory. And when it is not God's time, you can't force it. And I know that definitely at God's due time, my time will come, and I'll laugh at last. But I think what is most important to me now is the local government election and the governorship election that is ahead of us, which every loyal party member should be committed to now, which should be the primary concern of every one of us. I am particular about those elections. It is when my party wins election and we have victory, that is when I can sit down and think out that what is the next line of action. So, and I know with the sterling performance of our governor, His Excellency Arakunrin Akeredolu, his performance is going to give us a very soft landing, and I know that victory is sure for my party.
That is a good team spirit, and I wish you luck in all your endeavor. That will be all we can take on today's special episode. I have been hanging out with Honorable Funke Kumuyi, an APC chieftain and former spokesperson for the Forum of Wives of Ondo-State officials, FOWOSO. Thank you very much for coming, and we hope that whenever we call on you next, you will definitely show up at our doorstep. That is all I can take today. Please endeavor to subscribe to this channel. The channel is Ondo-State TV. On all social media, you can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. It is Ondo-State TV. Till I come your way next time, I remain Ayokunle Ajishafe. God bless you. Take care.